Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sunniva. I am 23 years old and I'm from Norway and I live in Oslo. I'm currently studying fashion design and I hope you want to follow along. I will have to excuse my voice a bit because I've just been sick, so I'm a bit groggy in the voice, but that's alright. Today I was thinking about taking you guys along with me while I was going to go through my closet. And this is a warning for all of you guys. My closet is a mess. Total chaos. So I just got this idea because I was scrolling on TikTok the other day and I wish I could remember what girl I was watching. But there was this girl going through her closet and then she picked out all the items that she didn't like or that didn't fit her the way she wanted to, and then she altered them herself. So for example, she had this t-shirt that she didn't like because it was kind of loose, so she altered it to fit her more tight and nice. So I was thinking about doing the same thing because every day when I go into my closet I feel like I have nothing to wear, even though I have a closet full of clothes. So come along. I'm just balancing you on my shoe rack right now. I'm a bit hesitant of showing you guys my closet because it's a total mess. But here we go. So here we have my closet. In the top, we're not going to touch that. It's just mess that we don't have any other place to put. But here we have mostly my jeans and pants. In this one we have my tops. In this one it's kind of sweats and chill clothing. The shelf below that is actually Fernand's clothes that doesn't fit on his clothing rack. In the bottom we have my dresses and skirts. I also have this one, but I don't have almost any clothing in there. So I was just thinking about going through the tops first because that's where I feel like I have the most clothing articles that I don't like. And I will also have to excuse my outfit. I'm wearing my thermal kind of set because we went on a walk earlier and I just didn't want to change out of it. So every time I go to grab a top, I have to just grab everything and just... It's a battle every day. I work like a dog day and night.
And I work like a dog day and night.
So this is what we are working with. Let's just start. I bought this microphone a few weeks ago and I really like the sound when I'm holding it close up to my mouth. But when I put it on, for example, my sweater, like this, I feel like the sound gets so muffled. So that's why I'm holding it in my hand all the time. I may think that's a setting, maybe something you can do something about, but I'm not very technical of me, so I just have to find the manual for these ones and maybe ask my boyfriend to help me. I kind of froze right now because I don't know where to start. I think I might put the microphone away and continue without it. So because the sound thing is so annoying, I'm going to continue without my microphone, but I feel like since I'm at home it's alright. It's more when I'm out in public, when there are a lot of background noises, that's kind of when I need the microphones to just block everything out. So let's start. I think I'm going to try on all the tops as well and input some clips of me wearing them throughout this process, but for now I'm just going to show you everything. We have this corset top from Pull & Bear. You get the idea. It's a corset kind of tube top. It's very cute. Has this elastic in the back. I got this on a clothing swap we had with our school, but the problem was that I did not try it on beforehand and it does not fit the way I want it to. I can put it on, but it's kind of tight. I'm going to make 3 piles. 1 pile for things that need altering, 1 pile for things I want to make into something new, and 1 pile for the clothes I like the way they are. I think I'm going to put my corset top into the alter pile. The next item is this long sleeve This is actually a kind of a merch long sleeve. So this is merch from B-Boy Myhre. It says B-Boy Infinite because he launched a game when he was releasing his album. The top 5 people got a special made long sleeve from him. So I got this one. But the problem with it is I've never worn it because of the fit. Because when they asked for my size, I told them that I was an extra small. And they said that the smallest size they had was a small, and it's just too big for me. So I think this is also going into the altar pile because I feel like I can get a lot of use of it if I just make it the way I want to. Next up we have this long sleeve from H&M. This is actually my best friend Hannah's. So Hannah, if you were watching this, I'm sorry. I've been using it, I like it, and yeah, it's just a plain black long sleeve with a very wide neckline, and it's a super soft material, so this is perfectly fine the way it is. Next up we have this regular black cotton long sleeve. Nothing special about it, just a regular long sleeve. Going to keep that the way it is. Then we have this cute little cropped tank top. I got this from my mom, I think last year, and I really love it in the summertime. So also going to keep that the way it is. Then we have this Kiss t-shirt with Kiss letters in glitter. Keeping it the way it is. Then we have this top. It's from Lager 157, storage 157 if I'm going to translate it. Kind of low quality. So I think I'm going to try and alter it, and if I can't, I'm going to use it for something else. The nice thing about going through my closet is that I also get to clean the closet, fold everything once again and try and fit it into my closet the best way possible. Ideally, I would try and put the tops that I use the most into this closet because then I can hang them, but I don't have enough hangers, so I need to get those. But then I have this top from Design by C. It's a Danish brand, I believe. It's this cute tie top, but this one also, love it the way it is. Then we have this little tank top. I really loved it for a very long time, but I have not used it in a while because it kind of hurts under my arms when I use it. So I think I'm going to try and alter it. And then I have this long sleeve that I actually thrifted yesterday. It's originally from Zara, and I don't usually buy stuff from Zara. I feel like their quality is sometimes very low and I don't support them. But this one was from Fretex and it was only 39 kroners. And it was kind of deconstructed, put together again, kind of cute. So this is going to be just the way it is. Then I have this tank top that I thrifted I think 3 or 4 years ago. I really loved it the summer that I bought it, but it doesn't fit me the way that I want to, because these panels are kind of small for my breasts and these straps have so much stretch to them that when I wear it, it kind of just sags very far down. So I think I'm going to try and take in these shoulder straps a bit just to get a little bit of lift. So this is going to be altered. And I'm surprised at how many things I've already put into the alter pile, because why haven't I done this before? Like, I have my sewing machine. I could have done this years ago. Then I have this tank top with some floral underneath. It's from Jaded London. Gonna keep it just the way it is. Then I have this little summer top, also from Zara, but also thrifted. I got this on the clothing swap, so I got it for free. I think it's very cute. I just have to find a way to style it, but I don't think I'm gonna alter it. Next up, I have this long sleeve. It's from Big Bok. It got these 3 cutouts. I feel like I've overused this sweater so much, but it's kind of nice to have when I'm going out and I don't know what to wear and I want to be kind of covered up, because it is a long sleeve and long in the body as well. So I'm just gonna keep it so I have some safe options, you know? And then I have this mesh glittery top from Weekday. I love this sweater. This is one of my favorite pieces in my closet. It has these layers in the sleeves that are just so cute. And I'm not going to do anything with it because I love it. Then I have this floral mesh long sleeve. I don't know the brand of this because it was cut off. This is thrifted. It's just a cute overlaying piece that I'm going to keep just the way it is. Then I have this pink shirt. When I first got this, I thought that I was going to get a lot of use of it, but I've only worn it like once. This is actually a hand-me-down from Fernand's grandmother, so I really want to keep it because of that. But I think I'm going to try and alter it a bit, because it's very boxy, but it's not oversized, if you know what I mean. It's kind of fitting me nice. I just think I need some more taken in on the sides, and then I will have a lot more use of it. So this is going to be altered. And then I have this corset top. This is also a piece that I really love, but I'm not using it as much as I wanted to, because it kind of hurts when I'm wearing it, and it gets these kind of ruffles down the sides. I think I'm just going to hold on to this for a little bit longer, and maybe I someday get an idea of what I can do with it. Next up, we have this blue long sleeve. This is also from a clothing swap, and I have not worn it once. I don't think I suit this sweater at all. So this one is going to be the first item in the pile of make something else with it. And then we have this white little tank top with the bow on the shoulder. I'm going to keep it just the way it is. Then I have this t-shirt. It is actually Ferdinand's t-shirt, but I've been using it and he has not. So if I get his permission, maybe I'm going to alter it. So I'm going to put it in the altering pile, and then I'm going to ask him afterwards. And then I have this cute little baby tee, kind of cropped top. Very cute, just gonna keep it as it is. Next up, we have this red tank top with a kind of boat neck. It's very cute, nice and simple, keeping it just the way it is. And then I have this shirt with short sleeves. This is also a hand-me-down from Fernand's grandmother, and just as with the pink shirt, this is very cute, but not the right fit for me, so I'm going to try and alter it to like it more. Then I have this Hot Model 6 long sleeve. The problem is that the material is such bad quality, and the fit is so weird. When I got it, it has this kind of bump around the neck that doesn't want to lay down, even if I iron it and even if I'm washing it. It's just very thin and cheap material. So this, I think I'm going to try and alter, because I really like the print of it. Alter. Then I have this long sleeve that kind of looks like a t-shirt over a long sleeve, but it's just sleeves attached. It's from Brandy Melville, and I loved this sweater when I first bought it, but it's very low quality, so it kind of stretched out with some use and doesn't want to go back to its original shape. So I think this is also going to be an alter, because if I can make it sit more like it did when I bought it, I think I'm going to love it again. And then I have my leopard shirt with this tie thing in the neck. This is also one of my favorite pieces in my closet, and it's going to stay just the way it is. I feel like I have not gotten rid of as many clothing articles that I would have liked to, but I think from what's laying here, I'm going to get rid of more. Just bear with me. And then I have this top that's actually my best friend Regina's. I kind of stole it from her, but she knows. But I was wearing it on a night out, and I just went home with it and didn't return it. So now it's here with me, and I'm going to keep it. Then I have this basic black baby tee. It fits just the way it should, and I'm going to keep it as it is. Next up, we have my B-Boy Mira official merch. When I got to his concert, they only had shirts in extra large and double XL. For some kind of reason, they had sold out during the tour to other places in Norway, I think. But I decided to buy it in the double XL, so I'm kind of using it as a chill t-shirt that I'm just using at home, or when I just want to be really chill and casual at school, I just throw this over and have baggy jeans on. So this is also going to stay the way it is. And then I have this see-through kind of knitted sweater. It's also an overlaying piece I use all the time, and it's going to be staying just the way it is. This is just a cropped long sleeve with some stitching down the middle and the back. Just gonna keep it as it is. Then I have this long sleeve that I got from my friend. I've gotten a lot of use out of it, but I think it's not my style anymore. So I think I'm going to try to make it into something else, or maybe alter it and just remove the sleeves to make it into a tank top. So this is going into the alter pile, I think. Then I have this cute v-neck t-shirt from Harley Davidson. It has the bedazzling on the front and this kind of logo on the back. I got this from Ferdinand's mom and I really like it, so I'm going to keep it just the way it is. Then I have this black kind of nice little top, blouse if you want to, and I'm gonna keep it as it is. Then I have this top which has some lacing on the back, and then you can tie it in a bow. It's kind of cute. I'm not gonna do anything about it, just gonna keep it. Then I have this Rich Miri merch baby tee, and this one is a size medium, so it's kind of large on me, so I think I'm going to try and alter it to fit me a little better. Then I have this cute little party top with both of the straps on one side, and it also has these mesh sleeves that you wear with it, and this is also kind of loose fitting, and I feel like everything is just gonna fall out of it, so I'm going to try and alter it to make it fit a little bit better. Then I have this one shoulder glittery brown top, but it has already been tailored to fit the person who gave it to the clothing swap, so I think I'm going to try and undo this stitching and try and make it fit me better because it's kind of tight. I got this mesh glittery long sleeve that I'm not going to do anything about, just gonna keep it. Then I have this gray tank top, and it's been through it all, so this one is going to go in the pile of things that I'm going to get rid of or try and make into something else. And the reason I have that kind of pile is because I love to have fabrics to use when I'm making projects, so those extra clothing are just perfect to use for that. Then I have this white long sleeve with kind of an open back. It's been used too much, I feel like, and it's just this dull kind of white color, and I don't really feel great when I'm wearing it, so this one is going into the make into something else pile. Then I have one of my favorite long sleeves from London. This is already altered, by the way, because it used to have this turtleneck, but I cut it off. But I'm going to keep it as it is. And here I have another overlaying piece, just a mesh black knitted long sleeve, keeping it as it is. And then I have this black one shoulder top. It's kind of this weird material that I'm not very fan of, so this is going into the pile of make into something else. Okay. We got homemade caramels from Ferdinand's mom when we traveled back from Narvik to Oslo, so that's what I'm eating. Next up, we have a blue top in the same style as a lot of the other tops. All of these tops were from the clothing swap. I just grabbed them because I think they were cute, but I realized that I don't like the way they fit me, and I think all of them are either already altered or anything, and some of them are from Shein, and that explains the quality. So this top I think I'm also going to put in the make into something else. And then I have this very cute blue long sleeve kind of zip jacket, which has these cute fur details. Just gonna keep it the way it is. And then I have another one of the one shoulder tops in the pink. Just because I love the way this looks in the pink glitter, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to put it in the alter pile just to see if there's something I can do to make it fit me a little better. And then I have this top, which used to be very glittery and shimmery, but it's been very washed out, but it's been one of my favorite tank tops. But I think it's finally time to say goodbye to it. I'm going to put it in a pile of make into something else, because I feel like you can still use it for something, but for a top, for me, it's kind of too washed out. Next up, I have this weird kind of long sleeve from London. It has all of these holes here, and it's very open back. This is just gonna stay in my closet. It's a very staple piece, and I'm getting a lot of use of it, especially when I'm going to raves or festivals, those types of gatherings, so I'm going to keep it. And then I have this tiny little summer top. I'm going to keep it just because I know in the summer when it's very hot outside, I really like this top, so keeping it as it is. And then I have this summer dress slash top. It's kind of a very short dress or a long top, but it's very cute, and I'm gonna keep it just as it is. And then I have this very cool long sleeve with this chain detail. You can put it around your neck like a necklace, and I really love this, especially when I'm going to raves and everything, so this is gonna stay the way it is. Next up, I have this white long sleeve with some tie in the front. It's very cute, doesn't fit me exactly how I would like it, but I don't know how I would alter it, so I think I'm just gonna keep it and see if I get some wear out of it. And then I have my Cezinando merch that says Big Dick is back in town. One of my new favorites in my closet, and I'm gonna keep it just the way it is. And then I have this tank top that comes in a set with this off-the-shoulder sweater. I'm not using it as much as I thought I would, but I'm gonna keep it because I feel like I can make a cool outfit with it. So I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And then I have this tank top that I got from one of my best friends. And I've already altered it on the sides because it were kind of too big. But then I realized that I altered it in kind of the wrong way. So I think I'm going to try and fix it because it kind of stabs me in the sides. But yeah, I'm going to try and fix it so it's going in the alter pile. And if you haven't noticed already, I really love colors, glitter, shimmer, glam, everything. I just love color. I wish I was this basic girly that could wear nude t-shirt with some white pants and a trench coat and be just like, ooh, aesthetic, but I'm not. I'm a crazy, glittery, sparkly, colorful girl, and I just gotta stand by that. And then I have this pink dress. I use this all the time, love it just the way it is. So I'm gonna keep it as it is. Next up, we have this mesh kind of long singlet. I love it the way it is, so I'm just gonna keep it. And then we have this yellow little tank top. I got this from my mom and I've really been loving it these past few summers. I think I'm just going to put it in a pile of make it into something else. Then I have this black tank top. I'm not a big fan of this kind of style and item, so I'm just gonna put it in a pile of making it into something else. And then we have this old white long sleeve. It's just old and I don't feel clean when I'm wearing it. It's kind of weird. It's washed and it doesn't have any staining on it, but it's just worn out. It's also from H&M. So it's kind of low quality, so I'm just gonna put it in a pile and make it into something else. And then I have this cute little black tank top. I'm using it a lot of times when I'm going to work, so this I'm going to keep. And then I have this mesh long sleeve with this tank top on top of it. It's one of the new additions to my closets. It's from Jade London and I really like it, so I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Then I have this gray long sleeve, nothing special, just a cotton long sleeve, just to have some basic pieces in my closet in case I need it. Then I have this glittery long sleeve with an open back. I stole this from my big sister a few years ago and she hasn't asked about it, so I'm just keeping it and I love it, just gonna keep it as it is. And then I have this florally summer tie top. It's also one of my summer favorites. I'm not using it throughout the rest of the years, but it's very cute and nice to have in the summertime. And then I have this top that went viral, I feel like last year or something. And it's this t-shirt top with the very open back. And this is something that I got from the clothing swap. This top is also from Shein, so it's very low quality. And when I put it in the washer, they came out 2 different shades of pink. And I think that's very ugly and I feel it's kind of 2 different materials as well. So this is just going into the pile of make it into something else or just throw away. And then I have this baby tee in this green, brown, gray kind of colors. I got this from my boyfriend a few years ago and I really love it. So I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And the last piece of clothing from the tops is this black ribbed long sleeve with this very open neckline. Also an item I'm just gonna keep the way it is. I am actually shocked about how fast that went. I feel like going through my closet is always such a big task. I feel like I have to take a whole day to do it. But since I'm going category by category, I feel like it didn't take up as much time as I thought it would. So now I have 3 piles in front of me that I'm going to have to do something about. So this pile is the clothing that I'm going to make into something else or throw away. Then I have this pile is going to be altered. And then I have this pile that is going to be the clothing I am keeping the way it is. So even though the keep pile is very large and there's a lot of clothing laying on the floor here, I feel like in the alter pile there is a possibility that some of the clothing is just not going to fit the way I want to, and then I'm just going to throw them away or give them to Fretex or just make something else out of them. So even though this pile is kind of big. Even though that pile has quite a few items of clothing in it, it's a possibility that this is not going back into my closet, because it's just a key pile for now that's going in here again. I feel like we made some good progress. I've just finished trying on every single top and sweater that I own, and I'm exhausted, but I did it for you guys so you can see what the pieces look like on. If you are wondering where something is from and I didn't mention it, just comment down below and I will tell you if I know myself. And now I have put all my tops that I know that I'm gonna keep back in my closet, and I have so much room there now. And then I am left with two piles, so one pile is for altering and one pile is for making something else. So I'm going to take you through that process as well, so just follow along. I was going to continue filming this vlog. No. Hello guys, it's the next day and the vlog got a little bit of a rough ending yesterday because as I told you guys, have been sick for the last few days and my fever went so high last night, so I just had to end the vlog right there and then. And today I've just used the day to recover and get healthy again because I have work tomorrow and I really don't want to call in sick. So I have not had a fever for the entire day, so that's very nice. Me and Ferdinand have just been chilling at home, doing some schoolwork, and we have also cleaned our apartment. So here we have the kitchen. We have rearranged a bit here. I see that we need to clean this better, but just ignore that. But we have rearranged a little bit on the countertop. And then we have our dining table and our hallway. And we did move our mat that we had laying here under the shoe rack because it's so much water and salt and everything dripping from the shoes. So we decided to have it under there. And then we have cleaned up our little creative nook because we have been doing some projects and it was kind of messy. And then we have the bathroom, also clean-ish, tidy at least. My makeup bag does not fit in this thing anymore because I have so much stuff there, so I really need to go through it. But it's so nice to finally be done cleaning because it was really needed. And also, since we have been sick for about a week, we have not had the energy to even clean anything. So it was very nice to get that done now. But for my clothing that I'm going to alter and make into something else, I feel like it's going to be a kind of dragged out process. I'm wanting to start doing that maybe the day after tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm working and I'm at school before work. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, but I hope I am able to get something done very soon so I can post this video and show you guys. So I guess I'll just pick up this video whenever I start altering and making my clothes into something new. Hi guys! Today it is Tuesday and I have been at work the entire day almost, from 1 until 9. I just got home and had some food and now I am sitting at my desk and I'm going to start altering the pieces of clothing that I picked out. So the first thing I'm starting with is this one shoulder top that is already sewn in by someone else. So I'm going to try and take that up and see how it fits when it's not sewn in. So I'm just taking my seam ripper and just going to open the seam, or at least try without ruining the fabric. But if I do ruin it, I can just make it into something else. You can really tell that someone did this by hand. This is kind of difficult because this fabric has these glitter fibers that are kind of sticking out, so I don't want to rip those. And I'm seeing now that this has been stitched like a million times, back, forth and back and forth. Like, I could just throw this away, but I'm trying to be more sustainable and reuse what I already have, especially since I want new clothing but I don't have any money to buy them. So then I'm going to try and make them. But I think this is going to take a while, so I'll come back to you when I finish doing this. I finally got every bit of thread out of there. It was kind of difficult doing it. The more I'm looking at this piece, the more I am wondering if I should just make it into something else. Just because I'm not really a big fan of those one-shoulder tops. Or I used to be, but I feel like it has no support for me, and I really like having a bit of support in my tops. And also, this is very low quality as well, because it's from Shein. I don't know, but I've gotten all the seams off. I have this pink one as well. And they are kind of cute. Maybe I should layer them. Use one this way and one this way. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I do with them. Just because I'm not sure what to do with these tops, I think I'm going over to this top. It's this pink, very cute little top. And I have already sewn in the sides. I did it on the sewing machine, but I only did one row of stitching. So I think I'm going to go over it with another type of stitch that is more durable. And then I'm going to cut off the excess, because I don't like having this flap when I'm wearing it like this. So that's what I'm gonna do about this. So now I have made a little zigzag stitch. I know this is not beautiful work, but I make do with what I've got. And the one thing I've done wrong is the way I stitched it originally, but I've already cut off some pieces here, so I could not just undo it. So now I'm going to cut this, and I'm scared. I forgot that these pieces are on the inside of this fold. But what I see is that I'm cutting off this piece, so I think I have to sew this outer piece on top of this, so I don't get this harsh edge. This just turned a little bit more complicated, but that's fine. We're gonna have a good time. And also, I think I have not mentioned, but I have already sewn in the straps on this one, because they were super long when I got it, so... And this is a mess. This is getting everywhere. I feel like I'm not being a good example of showing off my sewing skills from fashion school, but I feel like it's so much different when you're working on an already altered piece of clothing and just doing some DIYing. I could do this super professionally by just taking up the seams in the first place and putting everything together, but because of the material that we have on this side, I did not want to bother doing that. So what I'm going to do now is that I have this edge here, that's the side seam, and you have these pokey bits here. Then I'm going to take this piece that was the excess from the side, so I'm going to put it on the back and also on the front, and then I'm going to top stitch it down here so that I close this edge up. I think I'm going to lay this on the side here and sew it on here first, and then fold it over, because then I get this nice finishing, and I feel like that's going to last longer. So I'm going to do that first. I forgot to press play on the camera, but now I attach this piece to the side here, and I kind of went a little bit too far out on the side here, but that's alright, it's on the inside. So now I'm going to make a tiny fold to this raw piece here, and then I'm going to place it over onto the other side like this, and it's going to be a very neat and nice finish. Okay, so now I have pinned one side. It's not perfect at all, but I know the finishing is going to be very nice. this is how it's looking on the one side, and here it's on the other side. When I turn it around, it just looks like this. So I would say that I'm kind of happy with the results. Definitely a lot better. I'm going to do the other side as well, so I'll show you when I'm done. I just finished the other side of the seam and it turned out like this. This side turned out very nice. And I really hope I'm going to use this a little bit more now that I've fixed those things. And on this top, the only issue is that these straps are too stretchy and long. So I'm going to take those off and place it on a little bit tighter. Taking off these straps were way too easy. It was literally just 3 stitches or something. They were just folded down and sewn on. So I'm just going to move that fold to something like this. Or yeah, I'm going to check and yeah, place them back on. I just finished taking in this top. I'm gonna show you guys. I did tighten these straps, and the side seam also has started to rip a bit, so I just fixed that as well. And I feel like this is so much more flattering now that it's a little bit more support.